What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from gloomy and dark California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Monday. That's right. It's Monday News Day, baby. It's a gloomy ass Monday. I'm having a little fun with it though. It's shitty out here. It says it's 80 degrees and hazy, but it was 64 the entire morning. 64 degrees the entire morning. And honestly, that's pretty cold. That's unacceptable. 1 degree below 65 is like officially super cold. In Los Angeles, California, folks, we're live and alive. I'm Hasan Piker. This is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you. I hope everyone's having a fantastic one, no matter where you are in the world, because today's going to be a beautiful day. Regardless, I took a weekend off, as in what every single person normally does. You know, like when they don't work the weekends. I did that, and it was pretty fantastic. It was pretty awesome. It is October 14th, Monday, October 14th, 2024, and it is 11:41 a.m. and I am a little late on top of that. I not only took 2 days off, which is, you know, the weekend. I was still working, of course. I was still making content, and I'm going to be talking about that. But I feel pretty good. I feel pretty spectacular. I feel like my brain is good after 2 days of just like not being extremely locked into all of the latest and greatest, all of the most insane things that are happening in the world. And yeah, I gotta admit, feels pretty good. I got my spouse watching your streams, and he got so mad he took a weekend off for like the first time ever. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't actually get to take the weekend off because I was still doing stuff. I had a photo shoot, I had a podcast, I had all the stuff going on, and that's why I guess, quote unquote, took the weekend off. But it's a little bit like a vacation. Where are your white glasses? What do you mean? Has every Trump assassination attempt been on your days off? Yeah, but it doesn't count. Anyway, folks, personal news wise, what can I tell you? Personal news wise, what has happened in the world of Hasanabi Piker? I ended the broadcast on Friday. Woke up early on Saturday, and I went all the way over to Camarillo for Jesser's tournament, and it was pretty sick. It was really awesome. It was a 16 single elimination bracket, one-on-one tournament. If you get to 7, you win, right? It's make it, take it. Loss of possession implies change of hands for the ball. And yeah, I did that shit. I was supposed to be, like, in my estimation, I think I was invited to be one of those guys that you just like beat the asses of. Oh, by the way, for those of you wondering, why am I wearing a Vietnam hat? It's because my brother just got back. My brother just got back from Vietnam. And I told him to get me a bunch of shit, and this is the only thing he could give me last night because I was in the tub. I was naked. So he came over to pick up Fiona, and we didn't get to talk too much. So he just like kind of dropped this and was like, I have more gifts, but this is the only one I'm gonna give you right now. But yeah, it's sick. I love it. So yeah, I'm wearing it because I think it's a sick hat. So this isn't the start of a POW MIA arc? Yeah. Are you gonna pay for Cutie's fiddle tuning? Oh my god, yeah, I forgot that's the Fear End episode. Yeah, Saturday I played basketball. I'm not gonna give you guys all the deets. I'm gonna give you some of the deets, right? I don't want to leak it too much, but I'll just say I had the biggest upset. Okay, I had the biggest upset of the entire tournament. It'll be out in the end of November. You guys can watch, but I played insanely well. Like, I don't know how I played so well. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, I had a crazy upset blowout. Okay, crazy upset blowout. Like, people were not expecting it. Nobody was expecting it. I was not really expecting it either. So yeah, it was cool. It's because your ass finally hooped indoors. That could be it. Anyway, shot the podcast, banger episode of Fear End. Hope you guys enjoy that, because I thought it was really good. I talked about me a little bit. I don't normally do that. I don't normally do a me episode, you know? But we did. We did the me episode where I talked about myself. The greatest day of Hasan's life, because that was my Saturday. The greatest day of my life was the day where I was not spending it with Chad. So do with that information what you will. I had a fantastic weekend. Okay? Fantastic. All I'm gonna say also is that I think I'm a much better defender than people give me credit for, and I think people will see that. Defense does win rings. It does win championships. It is the greatest skill that a swagged out white boy will always have, which is that most people care a lot about offense and they just genuinely don't care enough about defense. But if you actually clamp up a little bit and use your size to your advantage, yeah, you can always make up for your lack of offensive capabilities. So that's something that people should remember, because it's, in my estimation, defense, even more so than offense in basketball, is the one area where like conditioning and cardio will legitimately help you. It's just effort. Like, if you have more cardio, if you have more conditioning, if you have more gumption, you will literally be a better defender. Most people just don't do it. Bro thinks he's Pat Bev. No, I suck. And my defense isn't all that great either. I'm just saying that unlike the average player playing pickup basketball, if you just like work a little bit harder than the average person, you know, you can wear your enemies down. Also, unlike Pat Bev, okay, let me tell you something, okay? I'm more Hezbollah than the Iron Dome in terms of like defensive and offensive capabilities, because honestly, I was a fucking, I went nutty mode on that upset. All threes, okay? Literally all threes, some of which were contested, some of which literally not only were contested threes, but like we high five afterwards, okay? So I cannot wait to see the fucking movie, okay? I can't wait to see the movie that Jessica comes out with. Get my man a contract, yeah. I was lobbing hypersonics, okay? Hasan being a 3-and-D guy, yeah, except, I mean, that's expected of any fucking white boy who is 30 plus, okay? Any white boy who's over the age of 30 is gonna lean into that. That's what, like, that's just it. There's not much more you can do. The problem is most of those guys will always have like decent fucking shooting technique. I don't. My shooting technique looks ass. I really want to change it. I really want to I want to get like a shooting trainer and just like fix my jumper. It goes in So most people will say, who gives a fuck at this point? 33 years into your life, like, you don't need to fix your fucking jumper. If it goes in, that's what matters. And they're kind of correct. But having said that, I think I care more about it looking good. You weren't shooting threes until you did the 1,000 free throw challenge, so it's wild. You're not bad. Yeah, that I do have to give a shout out to Ludwig on that. If it wasn't for the 1,000 bucket challenge, I had never shot 3-pointers in my fucking life. And now I just legitimately have that in my inventory, in my bag. Not as much as you play, it's worth changing. Yeah, I play every day. Are you saying you want to change your 3-point game for aesthetics? Yes. I think it will probably make me a higher percentage shooter as well. Ugly jumpers are a thing, but a bucket is a bucket. Dude, I also don't know what the problem is. Okay? That's the other issue. I've filmed myself shooting 3-pointers over and over again. I just don't know what I need to do. Do I have to move my fucking arm in further? I think I need to. What point of release am I having an issue with? That's my other problem. Because I also don't know where the fuck. I don't know what to fix. I guess it's elbow in. Anyway. Maybe you need a pro coach? Yeah, that's what I need. You're rich, get a trainer? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Anyway, if your jumper is ever off in game, there would be no way to fix it in real life. Keep your elbow in and soften up your knees, etc. I think it's good to get a coach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I basically train so much, I might as well fix it. Bro, if Drake can actually play basketball, and he literally can because of how much money he threw at the fucking problem, then I can too. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not fucking as rich as Drake, but I mean, he was much worse than me at his starting point. So this man over aesthetics. Oh, this guy. I mean, this guy's annoying, dude. I kind of hate this guy a little bit. I know he's a meme, but I've played against guys like this all the time when you play in public courts, and it's it kind of triggers me a little bit, his behavior. He's no, that's the classic Unk build, dude. Just unnecessarily aggressive, constantly talking shit, taking it way too fucking seriously, and also simultaneously saying the most unhinged shit, clearly fouling, and worst of all, that's his court. Okay, a lot of you don't understand. Home court advantage means there are people there that have been shooting there for fucking 10 years. So, that's his court. Put him on any other court, he is not making any of those buckets. But in that court, he's got 100%. He is shooting at 100% consistency. It is insane. Move him to the next fucking rim down the street, and he would get destroyed. Okay. Just say you wish you were him. Yeah. I do. I wish I was him. Anyway, yesterday was a fun day as well. By the way, we're not done yet with my personal news part of the broadcast. Yesterday was a fun day as well for me. I basically spent the entire day just chilling. Okay. In the morning, I did a photo shoot for the new merch. It's coming out soon. Okay, I was gone because I was winning a day of falconry with RFK Jr. and Don Jr., so it got better that way. I was very excited about that. I was just trying to win it as best as possible. That's why I took the day off for myself. I was like, sometimes you got to have a me day. Um, wow, New York Times. Look at that. That's crazy. More like Hamas times. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. We'll get to all that in a second. Just hold on. Just listen. We're not done yet. Personal news wise, we'll get to that. Is honesty or galaxy more important? What? Anyway, I did a photo shoot that obviously wasn't like this was just a white side. We were just testing it. But yeah, I did a photo shoot with Lil Miss Kaya. She was in it. I'm wearing the new merch today right now. I haven't even shown you the merch yet, but yeah, and then I spent after the photo shoot, I hit up Will and I was like, bro, you want to go and I was like, you trying to go and maybe ball at the park, because I got to take Kaya to the park. I got to take Fiona, my brother's dog, to the park. And he was like, oh, well, I don't want to go to the park, but we can go to 24-hour fitness. And I was like, all right, well, I got to take Kaya to the park first. So I took her to the park and I took Fiona to the park, and literally getting there. And then by the time I got back, Will was already working out. So I was like, all right, fuck this. We couldn't link up. So what did I do instead? I went to Mammy Italian Kitchen. Okay. My parents had gone there a while back. It's been something that I've been meaning to do. And because yesterday I had, the day prior on Saturday, I had like exerted myself like fucking crazy. I was like, it's fine. I can eat it. I can eat a sandwich. Eat a sandwich I did. Let me tell you how many sandwiches I ate. 3. Okay. I got the Diva, which was the recommended from the guy at the counter. Mortadella, stracciatella, and chopped pistachio and arugula. It was fine. And then I asked him, what are the most popular ones? To me, to that, he said, prosciutto di Parma, viale di Parma, prosciutto di Parma 18 month, fig jam, crema di gorgonzola, chopped pistachio and baby arugula. He said the other one that was like the most popular was the prosciutto di Parma, 18 month, Italian brotta, fresh presto, truffled cream, chopped pistachio, baby arugula. And that's what I got. I got the viale di Parma, I got the di Parma, and I got the Diva. And I ate all 3 of them. When I tell you, this was a fucking spectacular experience. Believe me. Okay. Also, these prices are insane. I spent $65 on 3 sandwiches and I ate all 3 of them. And let me tell you, I can't even say I ate the sandwiches. I think I had sex with them with my mouth. I had mouth sex with these 3 sandwiches and it was fan-fucking-tastic. You understand me? It was incredible. I sat there, I watched Elusive Samurai, and I ate all 3 of these sandwiches. And oh my God. Oh my fucking God. It was so goddamn good, dude. What a fucking day. What a goddamn day. Oh God. Yeah, I took the girlies out to the park after the photo shoot, and I ate 3 sandwiches. And I sat and I watched all the Elusive Samurai episodes. Elusive Samurai is incredible. It's a masterpiece, it's a work of art. Okay. To be fair, the reason why I got 3 different sandwiches is because I wanted to try them out. So what did I do? First, I had half of the Viale di Parma. Okay. And then I had half of the Diva. Okay. But then I was like, well, I got to try the half of the Di Parma. So I tried the half of the Di Parma. So I started off with like 1.5 sandwich. Okay. And I was like, ooh, I'm full. And then I was like, okay, I need to like get some protein in. So I had a bag of Quest chips and I had an Elite Core protein shake. Because I this is not enough protein for me, right? Like I need to eat like at least 220 calories or 220 grams of protein. So I did that. But the unfortunate reality is that it wasn't enough. I waited maybe another half an hour, and then I had another half, and then another half, and then another half until it was all gone. Now, I got one of these sandwiches for my mom. Technically, I didn't get 2 sandwiches. I didn't get 3 sandwiches just for myself. I got one for my mom, but my mom was like, "Oh, thank you so much for asking, but I'm already, I already ate." So I ate it. Okay. So I fucking ate it. And man, that shit was awesome. It was great. I'm back on the train. Like I'm back on the obvious, like I watched the Arnold, or not Arnold, sorry, the Mr. Olympia this weekend. It made me want to do steroids. Shouts out to C-Bum, 6-time Mr. Olympia classic winner. Shouts out to the open contestants as well. God damn, they are such fucking specimens. Okay. And that's it, honestly. That's all I did, really. It was a fantastic weekend. I wrapped it all up with a nice little. Oh, I also groomed Kaya a little bit. It was insane. She still has so much more hair because she's in her shedding era. She's in her shedding arc, and it is unbearable. But yeah, I finished the day off in the tub. Fantastic day, fantastic night, and I'm here. I'm fine. Make a smaller Kaya with the hair. I could. Have you ever tried the Bay Cities Deli in Santa Monica, the Godmother? Yes. The Godmother is an incredible sandwich. The problem with Bay Cities is that it's impossible to get. It's impossible because it's just like unattainable. It's is so long. It takes so goddamn long to fucking to actually wait out, and it's like a whole day's worth of a trip basically. Parking sucks. It just sucks. It sucks. Okay. Anyway, um, Hasan, after the Nobel Prize, can you interview Professor Daron Acemoglu? Why? He is, I mean, as a Turk, I'm happy that a Turk got a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, but I read his book like a very long time ago, and a lot of what he talks about is basically just a lot of what he talks about is some fucking neoliberal bullshit. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And China, back when he wrote his book, back when he wrote his book, I guess like at that point, he could have made an argument about like China being too authoritarian and whatnot, but like China breaks his entire book. Like the Chinese existence and the current Chinese economy. What do you mean Turk? He's Armenian. He's Turkish Armenian, isn't he? His last name is Acemoglu. I'm pretty sure he's like chat. I don't know if you know this, but there are Turkish Armenians out there. Yeah, that is a thing that happens. I think he's Turkish Armenian. Yeah, he was born in Istanbul. He has a Turkish citizenship and an American citizenship. His education is University of York and London School of Economics. My dad loves him for obvious reasons. But yeah, why nations fail here. I mean, his entire fucking concept, his entire body of work literally revolves around his entire body of work revolves around how like authoritarian forms of governance is the real reason why nations fail, and it's not because of it is anti-materialist. That's what it is. Like his entire body of work is basically trying to create an alternative reality that is the opposite of materialist thought. It is a way to try to describe why certain nations under capitalism prosper and certain nations under capitalism fail from the exact opposite point of view of the way I see the world. But you know, it's fine. It's just funny because like I've mentioned, this right here, like these two books, Economic Origins of Dictatorship and Democracy and Why Nations Fail, but especially Why Nations Fail, China bricks this entire concept. Like China is the reverse of Why Nations Fail, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah, Why Nations Fail is solid, but it leans too much on institutions as the end all be all for development. He downplays the role of capitalism in perpetuating inequality. Yeah, his described as a centrist, he believes in a regulated market economy. He regularly comments on political issues, economic inequality, and a variety of specific policies. Um, he would say, exception that proves the rule, dumbass. Yeah, it's. I also agree on how you diss Mersheimer and Fukuyama. I want your honest take. Which of the two realist authors you would roast the most? What do you mean? Mersheimer, I would consider to be far more important than Fukuyama, especially considering that Fukuyama's thought is completely bricked in this day and age. Virtually every single daily Hasanabi broadcast occurrence is like yet another indication that like his attitude was completely broken. Whereas Mersheimer, whereas Mersheimer, I think is definitely a lot more, far more prescient. Have you read Chris Hayes' book, Twilight of the Elites, America After Meritocracy? I haven't. I wonder if that's the book. Yo, Chris Hayes, by the way, not only is he a firm, not only is he a firm Hasanabi head, this man was in my DMs on my Instagram for like months, and I had no fucking clue. I was just like recently checking my DMs on Instagram. I'm like, Chris, we are mutuals on Twitter. Like, why don't you DM me on there? Because he was like, oh, we got a ball next time I'm in LA. I was like, dude, why don't you hit me up on Twitter? He's like, oh, I just don't use Twitter that much. But yeah, he's trying to ball next time he's here. He's trying to also lift weights. So we'll see. That'd be pretty sick if I was balling with Chris Hayes. Like we did an IRL ball stream. Do you think materialism view works better? Doesn't it make everything cold and soulless like our jobs? What do you mean cold and soulless? You're like looking for a spiritual assessment of like just a specific way of analyzing world events and history. What? Materialism is just reality. There is no, it is what it is. You know, there is no. Your Twitch title says IOF instead of IDF. No way. That's crazy. Mersheimer's political worldview is basically live the fuck up, but his analysis of events is spot on. He recognized the genocide in Palestine when he sees one. He also recognized the apartheid regime of Israel He's literally outcast of U.S. foreign policy establishment because of his views. I personally like Sachs more. I think. I mean, I could ask Daron Acemoğlu on the broadcast and have him explain to me his worldview. That could be interesting. He cooked my ass. He's significantly more knowledgeable than myself. I just think I have disagreements with him because if you do not have a materialist underpinning of your analysis of global events, you are going to have in my opinion, gaping hole, a blind spot in terms of a blind spot that leads you down an idealistic notion that ultimately revolves around good bad dynamics, ultimately revolves around like good nations and bad nations. It just it will cause you to it will cause you never to reckon with unequal exchange in terms of global trade, and like it basically turns the entire concept on its head. You either understand that countries engage in imperialist endeavors because they can, because of a way that to consistently seek out a further and further profit from the developing world, keep them underdeveloped deliberately, whether by chattel slavery, colonial occupation, or imperialism, neo-imperialism, the debt trap and whatnot. Or you just simply think, some nations have stronger institutions and that's why they thrive. And other nations have weaker institutions. So, even biblical scholarship uses materialism these days called critical theory. I'm a theology student and it's the only thought that's really taken seriously these days. Alexa said yesterday that Alex is hotter than you. You agree? Yes, I agree. Daron Acemoğlu Galatasaray mezunuymuş. Typical. Klasik. Tabii. Anyway. What if I was Bernie Sanders, I would kill myself in front of Amy Klobuchar, altering the course of the rest of her life forever after saying this about me. Senator Klobuchar and Baldwin have joined Governor Tim Walz on a students event. Klobuchar, we're going to see like a bus going through Western Wisconsin with, I want you to picture this, Bernie Sanders, Dick Cheney together holding a sign that says Brat Fall. Oh my God. Okay, that's facts. God, my goat is washed. When you find out that your goat is washed. Okay. All right, let's fucking blast off. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we got a lot to talk about today. Obviously, I've taken 2 days off, so there is a tremendous amount of news that occurred in the past 2 days that I took off. You already know. Israel unleashes hell on earth in Gaza, plus bombs, plus attacks UNIFIL in Lebanon, while U.S. sends 100 troops to defend Israel. Third Trump attempt. Libs panic as